they go out there and remain on the street, like
there is a fearless October coming up now. People who are screaming and
yeah.
crying that they are hungry, they are saying these people don't care about us. When that October comes now, they will still give excuses. I know that one for sure. We shall see.
And then they are playing just they are dancing to the soundtrack to Americans, because the American want African to remain poor anyway, so that they can always tell them what to do, no, what not to do. So if any African nation try to come up with their own idea that, okay, this is how we want to live their life, they want to build their own state accordingly, have their own good road or whatever, Western world doesn't like it. So we just have to accept it that way. So until a very strong movement pops up, and then before we can really achieve anything in Africa. So that's all I have
Thank
to
you
say,
so
really.
much, Dan. And that's why people are saying that we should stop blaming the Western world for our own problems and all that. If Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso could dare them, and today they are still existing, they have not been wiped off, what happened to Nigeria? Dan, enjoy the rest of the evening, okay? Let me take another call.
You too.
Cheers, man. Yeah. So that's it, Dan, ladies and gentlemen. The line is still very much opened, and you can be part of this conversation, okay? But if you are the type who is shy enough that, no, I'll just be here watching and listening, great. But do me that favor, like the broadcast as usual. That is your own offering. Something to say you are here and you've been part of this chat, okay? So let's have another one. I have another caller. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegu the General.
Sir. How are you?
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, good afternoon from here.
Oh, it is afternoon over there. It's evening here. And yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
It's
Baba.
afternoon. Actually, it was evening. It's
almost
4.
Okay.
Yeah, almost even.
Yeah,
Mayegu. I was trying to call for the first caller that called about the election in Edo.
Yes,
and when he stated that he's from Anambra.
Louis from the US as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wonder. I don't think that guy from Anambra. I'm just assuming, but he has his own opinion. But I don't think so.
Everyone does.
Yeah. So you see in Nigeria, those Nigerians, they call themselves Nigerians. And he stated they want, because whenever I hear Nigerians, that name they vex me well. They forget the demon. There is a demon in the house, which is the annex chairman.
Mr. Yakubu.
That is the person they need to get rid of. And whenever election come in, they don't need to see that man anywhere. Because as that Nigeria is now, that's the man that makes Nigeria what it is. It doesn't have anything to do. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with Tinubu. If they want anything election to be, as usual, as like called election to be a re-election, they need to get rid of him. Otherwise, whatever they're talking about election, it's just a noise making. It's just the same thing as usual. You know what I mean? Because they haven't get rid of him. They haven't get rid of the demon in the house.
Because people need to understand the fact that if people's votes doesn't count, then that's not an election. If you and I have to talk about how people's votes should count, it's because it doesn't count anyway. It never counts. Then there is no election. Anyone responsible for that should never have anything to do with elections in that place. But unfortunately, that's not the case.
Because Nigerians, that's what they call them zoo. They're animals. They're very useless people. You can never see. How can you be on the last election and you see what this man's done? And you see the situation that all of you guys there in Nigeria in. And every time election come in, you will see all those hungry muggers, money beggars. They want to utilize as the election as a genuine election when you still have the demon in the house. How can that be? How can you win election? How can election be normalized as a normal election when you still have the demon? And when they're talking about the protests and let the president go, that is the first person they need to be getting out of that out of that seat called election. Because they say the ANEC is what do they call it, as an all government or whatever they called it, it was in that country. They still haven't get the rid of the demon. So that's what they should be worried about.
The elephant in the room.
Yes, that is what they need to be worried about. Coming to all these two states election they're having now, it's just gonna be the same as usual. Whoever pays the highest money wins.
Exactly. The highest bidder
Whoever
actually takes it.
Yeah, that's what the man is there for. It's not about what they're voting for and what they're gonna benefit here for them, for their children of their generation to come. That is the main demon there. And the guy that was anybody that talking about election in Nigeria, as long as that man is still on the seat, the Nigeria doesn't have election that can say this election they can call as a real election, as a normalized election, like the people come out and vote and it counts. As long as that idiot is still on that seat, there will nothing be election in that country. Let me leave it here. That's what I'm trying to.
God bless you. I mean, it's something that a lot of people. Your sentiment is part of what a lot of people will agree. They will agree with you on that. But it is Nigeria. Until that reform takes place, that the likes of Yakubu is not conducting election, rather is standing or spending his lifetime in jail for what he has done. Electoral haste is worse than even looting, because electoral haste is what gives rooms to looters to gain access to the treasury. Electoral fraud is why you have criminals making decisions in that contraption. See, enjoy your night, okay, Baba? Thank you. Now, here, I have another caller, but we are almost done. We only have just about 20 minutes to go. From that 20 minutes, you have 15. So I have probably less than 3 more calls to take. Because after this, we're going to call it a night. Let's hope this works. Hello there.
Hello, brother.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good, my brother. It's Victor from Frankfurt.
That's Victor from France. Say that again, from France?
Frankfurt, Germany.
God bless you. I was like, I think I had Paulo from France. I can't remember Victor from France, though, right? How is Frankfurt this evening, sir?
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, it was so warm in Glasgow today. I don't know if something happened there today. Was it?
Listen to here. We all had a bit of shower and the weather.
A mix of it. Grand. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Victor, for calling in. Please, sir.
Yes, my brother. I'm actually from Edo State. Right.
You are from Edo State. Now, this is the son of the soil. We will be interested in your own view on all of this.
So we're monitoring what is happening back home.
Right.
So, I mean, that first caller that called and was saying something about, supporting the PDP guy, well, I don't blame him. He doesn't really know what's obtainable in Benin, the way we conduct ourselves in Benin. The last caller that just called made reference to Mr. Yakubu, the Muhammadu, whatever.
The elephant in the room, the real problem behind the whole problems.
So no, that guy is an asset to Tinubu. Tinubu would not let him go until he succeeded in rigging, using him to rig the election in the whole of the 36 states in Nigeria, including Abuja. He knows the reason why he retained him, and we're not going to tolerate that nonsense. The last time he came to Benin, last time Tinubu came to Benin, we warned him, we told him, with all the dollars he brought to come and bribe our people, they took the money and we did the right thing because we thought Obaseki was going to be good for us, but unfortunately, he let us down. This time around, we are not taking nonsense. We're not taking anything for granted. You understand? Let them come with their money. But if Mr. Yakubu tried the nonsense he tried at the national level, I bet he would not be living Benin. Unfortunately.
We will not take going to be announcing the result in Edo. Maybe they will rush to Abuja to do it. If they do it in Edo, it won't leave Edo. Especially if the people vote and they won't let their vote count. I've heard that many times. But is that actually the reality?
Well, the point is that, like those guys that want to come and steal ballot boxes, they've been warned. If they try it, a lot of them will be burnt alive. They've been warned.
Wow.
It's not question of, the people are not hiding. They are not even hiding it anymore because we've had it up to the neck. We've had enough. You know, for how long have this book? For how long would they continue to retard our progress in those states? They will not allow the right person to come into government.
No.
Yeah. We're tired. The APC or the PDAPC or whatever. They've been there for the past 25 years and there's no progress. So we want to try something new. We're looking up to Labour now. We want Olumide to come in.
So if it won't fail too, at least there do people can hands up later and say, oh, more the beautiful one are not yet born. But repeating and repeating the same characters, I have heard a lot of Edo people say it's not going to happen. I hope it's true.
Oh man, people are ready for them this time around. If they do anyhow, they will see anyhow. It's not question of nobody is threatening anybody, but we know what we want and we're going for it. We are tired. Come to our state. There's no development. The whole of the road connected. Edo is the most connected state in the whole of Nigeria. But come to all the roads that lead into Edo and that is leading to other parts of the country. None of them is motorable.
I tell you, anybody with a doubt what Victor is saying right now, right? Go on to Google and type in State of Edo Road. Don't go on to Twitter. Don't go on Facebook. Don't go anywhere else. Just go to Google. You will see. And you'll be wondering, is there any government in this place at all?
The healthcare is in a mess.
Oh dear.
No industry. No place for the people to work. The rate of unemployment is unimaginable.
25 years of PDAPC.
There are budget that comes into the state every now and then. It happens to me, in person. Right? The kind of game they're playing. Money was budgeted. They go and borrow money for the World Bank, bring it in, and then they squander it among themselves. Like I told you the last time, a silence was supposed to be built, of which we got the contract from Ministry of Agriculture of Agric. That Obaseki refused to approve that project, and at the end of the day, that money has been squandered. You understand me? I told my partner, I said, let's sue these guys. Let's sue this guy before he leaves the government. But the guy will not budge. I don't know if he's, if he's part of
agree. Well, maybe because he knows them better, like it's pure waste of time. Maybe people should speak in one voice in a way that they will send their messages. And if anybody try to kind of make that work, then that could be a problem, like you said.
Right. I mean, we've seen that Labour has a manifesto that we can work with. We've seen what Alessoti is doing in Abia State, and we want it to be replicated in Benin. It is possible. It can be done. These things are not record science. We just need somebody that will be willing to work for us. We are tired of this. We've been, pushing us around, sharing money here and there. Look at Oshomole. Yeah. He said something about Aso Igodalo. Yeah, there was a time in Benin when they came up with this planware project. That they use in duping the rich and the poor in Edo State. And Aso Igodalo was part of that project. With people that they defrauded the rich and the poor. They were like telling people, if you invest into our project within the period of 6 months, you get double the price or double the amount of the money that you invested. And the whole thing crashed and they took the money away. Nobody investigated them. We didn't hear nothing about it up to tomorrow. A lot of people committed suicide because of this man, and he want to come and govern the states. Does he think we are stupid? We know their record. We don't want them.
So what people are asking for right now is that let people actually choose what they want and make it count, okay?
Exactly.
Rather than muscle them out or cheat them.
Exactly. And Edo election would be make or break for Nigeria.
I pray so. Honestly speaking, I do. Because there should be a break. Just like I reacted to that of Dangote Oil and that. I said, listen, we might be people who are looking forward to the breakup of that contraption, but before the contraption breaks, people actually need a break. This is just so much, and it's just like endless.
These guys know what they are doing. You just said something about Dangote's oil, petrol. You know that Okwila factory, Edo State, the cement that is being produced, for Dangote in Edo State, is so enormous. The people in Edo State cannot buy cement, and yet this thing is produced.
And it's being produced in Edo.
Extracted from there.
I don't know how many people who are here that knows that there is a refinery in Edo that they make sure that it never works.
Of course.
In Edo State, they ensure that it never works. Private refineries,
So these guys will just keep tussling with us, playing game with us every now and then. Every 4 years, they come around to mess with us, and then they go away like that. For how long is this going to be continued? We are fed up,
Victor.
So they allow us breathe, or they pay for it. It's getting too much.
Thank you so much, man. It is what it is, as they say. And here we are. There are so many Edolites abroad in the diaspora. And to be honest, right, Edo State is one of the states in Nigeria where their own diasporans, they invested so much in the politics,
money home
in the infrastructure and stuff like that, that they are so interested in what goes on in their state. I don't know how many states people who come from, who lives abroad in the diaspora, as interested as in what is happening in their own state, like the Edolite. I hope it works for you.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed, bro. We just hope we don't mess around with it, with this election.
Thank you so much, Victor. You have a good one, sir. Okay.
My regards to the family.
And yours too. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So that's a Victor, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to be taking my last call. And listen, if you haven't really kind of liked this, I hope you do now. We only have just about 5 minutes to go. And this is my last caller. I mean, this call I'm about to take now will be my last caller for the evening, okay? And I only have just 5 minutes. Here, let's get it done. Hello there.
Hello, sweetie.
H.O. ma'am, how are you? You are back, oh. Now, you know something, ma'am? You are going to promise me that you are not going to actually overstretch the time this evening. We only have just 5 minutes. Can you make it work, ma'am?
First of all, the person...
You didn't answer me. You didn't answer me. Would you make it work? That 5 minutes, that's what you use.
I will, because I have another meeting.
All right, ma'am, please.
Please. Somebody said something that touches me right now.
Okay.
And I want that guy to collect my number from you.
Okay.
The person that talks about the plan well. Please reach out to me.
Victor.
Because we get to fight that battle. Now that I know the person behind the plan well, I was about to enter Unica. My elder brother took some money from me and my cousin elder brother. They put in that business. He entered voicemail.
Wow.
And I got that money by doing sales girl in a pharmacy store in Unica. I mean, in Calabar. When that money entered voicemail, my brother didn't even apologize. They just normal, you know? So now when I sabi the person behind, who make that comment, I bet rich, we get fight to fight. So I swear, now you and your people, market does swear for you, be that. Market does swear for you. For Nigeria Watch tomorrow, any person will vote for us, swear. I've been not supporting any person before. But say now you there behind a plan where you see that money, una go vomit. Una go vomit with interest. So whoever make that copy, reach out. It is not business as usual. Hey, Papa God, I thank you. Me and my brother don't fight because of this minister. I don't crash it. No problem. Then the other one when I want to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
That there is a guy I am looking for. On the 7th of September, you showcase that if they play football, not Thursday is supposed to be Yakini. But life happens.
Our guy from Basharu Ibadan.
Yes, he go play football. Richard, we need to talk about that guy. We dey send her out to play in ADG Sport Academy. He must fulfill destiny. That is our academy, and I am the CEO, the founder. Wọ́n bí wọn re, àwọn tí wọ́n fò lálẹ́ wọ́n fò lóru. Èmi náà fò, gbogbo àwọn mi ló máa ṣoríire. So finally, the Nigeria government, you see this wuru na they do for NNPC, gbogbo yín ló máa jìyà ẹ̀. Sorry, NNPC àti NNPCL. I am from Delta State, Urobo lady. None of my people there for that office. And now they collect our oil. Share. I hear say oil there for my family farm. Una collect at the chopper. They could not worry. Of your mother for picking the cup.
It will punch them.
Yes, so of your mother for picking. If they can't collect what una don't chop. My brothers and sisters, my papa children, they suffer. Una they make oil from my family land. Una got to say, na go, hey, they jack bay.
No.
Hey, so finally, my boyfriend, my sweetheart Tinubu, release
the city boy.
Yeah, the city boy. I want to join the queue when you go to chop your money. So I don't boyfriend her. If he like me, not boyfriend me.
Right.
For the sex, he teach my children Monday, he not get choice. He go boyfriend me by fire, by thunder. So boyfriend, the city boy, and me to tell, Bami, the
because the man they chop the best of his life right now. New private jets, new escalated trucks, New York. National unity, one Nigeria unity.
National unity Akara remove poverty from the land.
If they give you your own Akara in Nigeria and you dey hungry, pack them, put them for your pot, cover them, add water, food go enter.
So therefore, boyfriend Jimmy Tinubu, eba mi shuna di kano sile. There is a checkmate that is coming. Checkmate card. I'll need ìbọn. But gbogbo àgbáyé wọ́n máa mọ̀ wípé àwọn ọmọ mi ti dé. Wọ́n dẹ̀ dúró sẹ́yìn mi gidigba. For your information,
yes, ma'am.
Èmi àtọmọ mi àtàtà Sowore àpàdé lánàá in worship media. A dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Bó dẹ̀ sọ fún pé ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ sí kóòtù tí wọn bá fi sílẹ̀ ẹ má worry. Màá fún yín ní Oscar. Ó ní ìyá máa tó àṣírí. Mo ní mo gàn ní. Mi gan. Èmi ò lè sọ fún àtà àṣírí. Mo kà fẹ́ fi sí wọn létí so that when it happen, the whole world will know I warned him. And after we have released Nnamdi Kanu. The next one will be insecurity. And I'm going to give them 6 months to complete it. I would have given the only 3 months before, but I will give them 6 months. The reason I'm giving them 6 months, they will use 3 months to stop insecurity. Then they will use the remaining 6 months. All the villages that is destroyed in the north and anywhere in the south, they go build the houses better.
Amen.
Because if they can spend 21 billion to renovate or not to build vice presidential, so they can see money to build all those beautiful. And my children will go supervise them because they're not going to build nonsense. You see, this money, national cake, but Gualoma and Jenny, and my young one, say, I want you to be one party one day, they will go and do audit of those loans. Then, Obasanjo, we are not forgiving you. IBB, we are not forgiving you. Sorry, there is only one way that we will forgive you. You will tell us, Bobo, Iran will tell us that is wrong. You will apologize to us. Then, Bobo, what they loot and the one they dig on the ground, we go return her in peace. If we are not returner, Abba, èmi àtọmọ yín, àwọn ọmọ wa, àgbà gbogbo ẹ̀ ní.
By force.
By fire, by force ni. Ṣé Sowore nìkan ló ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀? Ìyá ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa ti, ìyá ẹ̀, I am his political mother. So I am supporting my son with the Did you see how he tell you people pé òun lion, ìyá òun lioness, òun dẹ̀ wá bí òun lion. Ìgbà tẹ́ ti fear, you gave him fear. Ó dẹ̀ ń jẹ́, ó dẹ̀ wá jẹ́, ó dẹ̀ wá mú jẹpẹtẹ lórí ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ arrive sí Nàìjíríà lórí. Ṣé bí mo send message pé ẹgbẹ́ o, tẹ́ bá gbé, tẹ́ bá rò pé it is 2019 ló jẹ́ kẹ́gbẹ́. Let that mommy see like 30 minutes, but that 30 minutes, you are still going to pay for it because you do not have the audacity to even detain my son for the sake of. So it is now fire for fire, water for water. How you lay your bed, so you will lie on it.
God bless you, ma'am. Our time is now like crossing. It has crossed the line. You promised me 5 minutes. It's over now. Thank you so much.
Good night, love. I love you.
I love you too, ma. You have a beautiful evening and a good night as well, ma'am. Okay. Tomorrow is another day, right? I look forward to speaking to you again, ma.
Yes, of course.
Yes, ma'am. Udaroma. That's it, show, ladies and gentlemen. She is our last caller this evening. As our time actually crosses its normal mark, I have to remind everyone that if you haven't really liked the broadcast, please do now or never bother again. So thank you so much for spending your evening with me as usual. Tomorrow is another day. Hopefully I'll be here tomorrow afternoon. For those of you who are in America and all these other, South American and North America places, right? You can easily tune in the morning. To others, it's going to be brunch time the next time we meet. Good night to every one of us.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Mayegun Diary politico. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíbi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ìpẹ̀sìdó bá rú.